People on the ranch whispered that fate had a cruel sense of humor, but no one understood that truth more than Mara, the day she collapsed in the middle of the open field, unable to move her legs. Panic clawed up her throat as she gasped, I can't move them. And when the rancher sprinted to her side and reached down to check what was wrong, what he found didn't just shock him. It uncovered a secret someone had tried desperately to hide. Mara had always loved the quiet of the morning fields, when the sun was only a whisper over the horizon and the ranch was still waking from its night's rest. She enjoyed the solitude, the chance to think, to breathe, to let the world slow down for a moment. That morning was no different, at least, that's what she believed. She had saddled her horse like she did every dawn, planning to ride out toward the old creek bed. But halfway across the open pasture, a strange numbness crept through her legs, like cold water spreading beneath her skin. At first she ignored it, assuming she had sat awkwardly in the saddle, but within minutes the numbness sharpened into a frightening stiffness. She tried shifting her weight. Tried stretching her legs. Tried urging her horse to slow. Nothing helped. The sensation worsened until her legs felt like they didn't belong to her at all. Her heart sped up. Not now, she whispered to herself, gripping the reins tightly. She forced herself to stay calm, but panic clawed at her chest. When the horse came to a gentle stop near the fence line, Mara swung her upper body forward to dismount, only to realize she couldn't. Her legs wouldn't move. Not an inch. They hung there, useless, heavy as stone. She tried again, harder this time, but her body refused to respond. A tremor ran through her. The fear she tried to push down surged all at once. I can't move them, she said out loud, as if speaking the words might somehow make the feeling go away. Instead, it made everything real. She called out, her voice cracking. Help! Someone, please! Her shout carried across the field, though the ranch was still too far for anyone to hear instantly. She tried again, louder this time, and her horse shifted nervously beneath her, sensing her distress. The world around her blurred. She imagined falling, imagined being trapped there, helpless, with no way to get down. She squeezed her eyes shut, fighting tears. She had never felt so powerless, so afraid of her own body turning against her. At the ranch house, Cole Morgan had just stepped outside when he heard her faint cry, carried by the wind. He froze, listening. Then it came again, broken, desperate. He ran. He didn't waste time grabbing boots or a jacket, he sprinted across the field with only instinct guiding him. As he approached, he saw Mara slumped forward on her horse, gripping the saddle horn like she was hanging on for her life. His stomach twisted. Something was terribly wrong. Mara, he shouted, breathless as he finally reached her. What happened? She looked at him with wide, terrified eyes. Cole. I can't move my legs. I can't feel anything. Something's wrong. Her voice shook so badly she could barely finish the sentence. Cole placed his hands gently on her lower leg, expecting maybe a cramp or an injury, but the moment he touched her, he felt something strange beneath the fabric of her jeans, something hard, uneven, and completely unnatural. Mara, he whispered, a chill sliding down his spine. There's something here, something someone hid. And in that moment, both of them realized this wasn't just a medical emergency. It was the beginning of something much darker. Cole's fingers hesitated over the strange lump beneath her jeans, his brow tightening as he tried to understand what he was feeling. It wasn't bone, it wasn't swelling, and it didn't feel like any kind of injury he recognized. It was too rigid, too perfectly shaped, almost like a small device pressed against her skin. His stomach twisted uneasily. Someone hadn't just hurt her, someone had done something to her. He swallowed hard. Mara, I need to get you down from this horse. You're safe with me, I promise. But I need you to stay calm. She nodded, but her eyes were filled with panic. Cole, what's happening to me? Why can't I move? I don't know yet, he said softly, but I'm not leaving you here. He positioned himself carefully, supporting her weight as best he could. Her legs hung motionless, as if they belonged to someone else. It took all his strength to lower her gently onto the ground without jostling her too much. When her boots touched the earth, she didn't react, not a twitch, not a flinch. The numbness was complete. Mara's breath came in short bursts, like each inhale was a fight against fear. Cole knelt beside her, steadying her shoulders before she could topple over. Where exactly did it start? The numbness? She closed her eyes, trying to remember the moment it began. Right above my knee. It felt like cold spreading. Cole gently touched her thigh again, searching for the strange shape he had felt earlier. When he brushed his hand over it, Mara felt nothing at all. That scared her more than anything. He carefully pulled the fabric of her jeans taut, trying to make out the shape beneath. The outline became clearer, rectangular, thin, and unmistakably deliberate. Not an injury. Not an accident. Something placed there. Mara. I think we need to cut the fabric, Cole said quietly. I need to see what this is. Her breath hitched. Do you think it's why I can't move? I do, he admitted. And whatever it is, it shouldn't be there. He reached for the pocket knife he always carried, flipping the blade open with a metallic click. Mara looked away, her heart pounding so hard she could feel it in her throat. The idea that someone had put something under her clothing, something she had never noticed, made her skin crawl. She tried to remember every moment of the past few days. Every face. Every place she'd been. But her mind came up empty, swallowed by fear. Cole slid the blade carefully under her jeans, cutting a clean line through the fabric so he could reach the object safely. As he peeled the denim back, a small black patch, no bigger than a credit card, came into view. It was attached to her skin with a thin, nearly invisible adhesive strip. A tiny blinking light pulsed at the center. Mara's breath froze. What is that? Cole stared at it, his expression darkening with a mix of shock and anger. It's some kind of device, he said slowly. Not medical. Not something you'd wear without knowing. Someone put this on you. Mara shook her head in disbelief. But why?